Hi fashion people, welcome to the channel. I am Rehi Ntamba. In this tutorial, I will show you how to cut and sew this puff sleeves bubu with an embellished neckline. If you want to see how to make this dress from start to finish, stay glued to your screen. Here I have this shiny face Mikado, also known as Mercury Mikado. I also have this lace trim, which I'll cut out patches from as applique with scissors. I'll use the applique to embellish the neckline. I will fold the fabric into two and fold again. Then mark the dress length of 63 inches. My dress length is 63 inches. You can do more or less according to your height. After marking, I'll rule a line with a ruler. That's the hem of the dress. Here I will mark the nape to sleeve of 27 inches. Note that there will be no shoulder slope, so there will be no shoulder seam. For the sleeve opening, I'll come down by 17 inches. The sleeve opening is that much because of the elastic I'll add to form the puff sleeves. I will mark same 17 inches here and rule a line. That's the bust line. I'll also mark the nape to sleeve of 27 inches on the bust line and rule a line vertically like so to get the sleeve opening. On the bust line, I will mark quarter of the biggest part of my body measurement, which is my hip. So my hip is 42 inches. So 42 divided by 4 is 10.5. I will mark 3.5 inches ease and 1 inch seam allowance. I'll repeat the calculated measurement of 15 inches all the way down and connect with a ruler to form the side seam. The dress is going to have a side slit, so I will mark 40 inches down from the shoulder. That's where I'll begin the slit. I will come out diagonally by 1 inch and make a curve like so. For the neckline, I will mark the neck width of 3 inches and neck depth of 1 inch and connect to form the back neckline. For the front neck depth, I will mark 3 inches and connect to the 3 inches width to form the front neckline like so. I will go ahead and cut, but I will cut just the back neckline first. So here I wasn't satisfied with the 3.5 inches ease I added earlier. So I added 1 inch to make the total ease 4.5 inches. I want the bubu to be big, so I can represent the big auntie vibe very well. So you can make yours smaller according to your size. After the adjustment, I went ahead to cut. After cutting, I will notch the neck point to serve as a guide when sewing. I will open up and rearrange the dress so I can cut the front neckline. So this is the back and this is the front. I will place the leftover piece so that I can cut the facing. Then place the dress on top and trace the neckline. After tracing, I'll come down at the CF by 4 inches for the front slit. I'll remove the dress and mark out the width of the facing. I'll come down after the slit by 3 inches. The back will be 3 inches also. I'll connect to form the facing. When I'm done, I will cut the facing. Next, I'll place the facing on the dress and slit the front neckline of the facing and the dress to the same 4 inches mark. Just watch me. After cutting, I'll go ahead and press a light interfacing, also known as ST, on the wrong side of the facing. So here I've pressed ST on the wrong side of the facing. Then I'll go ahead and weave the facing and the side seams of the dress. Next is to place the facing on the bubu, right sides facing each other, and pin. I will use chalk and draw out exactly how I want the neckline to be stitched. At the slit area, I will mark 1/4 inch. This is so that the slit won't be too wide. Then at the cuffed area of the neckline, I will mark 1/2 inch. After marking, I'll go to the sewing machine and sew following the marking. Here I'm done stitching, so I'll make notches and trim the corners. After making the notches, I'll top stitch to the facing side. As you can see here, I have top stitched, and after top stitching, I gave it a good press. Next is to mark and sew the channel which I'll pass the elastic through at the sleeve opening to form the puff sleeves. As you can see here, I have marked 1/2 inch and also marked 2 inches up. I will go to the ironing board, press the 1/2 inch and take it to meet the 2 inches mark. I'll press and pin. So I have done that. I'll go to the sewing machine and stitch here to form the casing for the elastic. Here is the elastic and the pin I'll use to pass the elastic through the channel. To get the measurements for the elastic, I'll measure my round elbow. I got 11.5 inches. I will pass the elastic through the channel like so. When I'm done, I'll secure with pin to keep the elastic in place. Then I'll fold the sleeve opening into 2 and ensure I get 1/2 of the round elbow measurement. The round elbow measurement I got earlier is 11.5 inches. So 1/2 of 11.5 inches is 5¾ plus 1 inch seam allowance, which is 6¾ After that, I'll go to the sewing machine and stitch to secure the elastic. I have done that here, so next is to sew the side seam. I will sew up to the point where the slit will start using 1 inch. So here I have sewn the side seam and bend the slit, pin and iron. I will stitch the slit and bend the hem too. So here the dress is almost ready. I have here these patches which I'll place on the neckline of the bubu. So I'll creatively place them on the neckline. There are no rules to placing them. Just let your creativity guide you. So here I've placed them and pinned them to keep in place. So I'll use hand needle and patiently hand tag them to the dress. This is going to take time, so you have to be really patient. It took me about 5 hours to tag them to the neckline. So you really have to be patient. No rush so that you can have a neat job. So this is the beautiful outcome of the bubu. Kindly give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't, and click on the notification bell to get notified anytime I upload a new video. Share the video too and engage in the comment section. These are ways you can help the channel grow. Thank you for watching. Bye.